Okay. So Kaysera was here in this neighborhood on August 24th. That night she had come to this neighborhood. She was at Priscilia's house, her aunt, just right before this, and we assume that it was sometime in the evening. Um, I haven't been told exactly when or approximate time that was. So Kaysera and her friend were at Priscilia's house where she was staying, where she tends to stay when she's in town. The friend is a minor. She was a minor at the time. Kaysera had just turned 18. Her 18th birthday was on August 14th. Kaysera and her friend left in a vehicle with two adults, and the two adults are boyfriend, girlfriend. They have a young baby. The young baby stayed with Priscilla because the girlfriend, Isabella, is Priscilla's niece. So Kaysera, her friend, Isabella, and Isabella's boyfriend got into his vehicle and came to this neighborhood. They were here because the boyfriend, who is a lot older than Kaysera and the other girls, his family stays in this house down here, so just right next door to the house on the corner. From what I was told, Kaysera and the friend were at the house they were all at the house, and I'm not sure for how long exactly, but at some point Kaysera and her friend left that house, and when they did come back that night, Isabella and her boyfriend were fighting, and the girls decided to leave. And from what I was told is that they started to leave the house, and when they did, the boyfriend grabbed Isabella and said, and wouldn't let her leave. So was restraining her physically because she was trying to leave, and there was a lot of hollering, yelling, I guess, between the two of them. So it was causing a commotion. So this is a very long yard here, as you can see. It was causing a commotion, and we know that the neighbors here, I'm guessing it's these neighbors, heard the commotion outside because it was, between these two houses where they were when the girls were trying to leave, and Isabella was being physically restrained by her boyfriend. We're told from several sources that this commotion was heard outside here, and that in order to to kind of make them go away or to break up the commotion, that the owners of vehicles parked out here, it's most likely this house, started unlocking and locking their doors, because that makes a beeping sound, and the lights flash off and on. So that happened, and I think I was told that the girls were trying to leave. Kaysera and her friend definitely were trying to leave. However, they came with Isabella and were trying to take her back to Priscilla's house with them. They wouldn't leave Isabella, and likely tried to help her, to protect her when her boyfriend was abusing her and not letting her leave. So what I'm told happened next is a cop car drove by, stopped and turned around. So they figured that the cop car was going to come and, see what they were doing. So everyone ran. And I'm not sure which direction they ran. There's several directions to go from here. I'm guessing the cop car came by along this main road here on Mitchell Avenue. And from what I hear next is that the two girls came back to, the spot where they were. So they were, I think, in front of this house at that point, or, not too far from, somewhere in this area between these two houses. They, eventually came back after a while, after they thought the police car had left, and they did not see Kaysera. I was told that they looked for her in this area, trying to see if she was hiding somewhere, calling her name. And then the friend goes back to this house. She said that she was, they were still looking for Kaysera. So they had come from that house. So, she went and looked. And she was told that Isabella's boyfriend was there, and he wouldn't let them go anywhere searching around the house. He wouldn't let them back there or to go look for Kaysera in that area. And then he jumped in his vehicle that they had all came in, and he started chasing them. And they ran. They ran from him as he was trying to chase them in his vehicle. And they hid. I've been trying to find out where they ran to, where they were hiding. I'm guessing it was further away from this house, because then, if they were hiding, they would have kept looking for Kaysera because they still had not seen her. So my guess is they went running down this way. And this is to the east, and that's the direction they would go to head back to Priscilia's house, which is further east and north of this part of town and this neighborhood. And I was told that the girls hid until they saw, the vehicle and Isabella's boyfriend who was chasing them, until they saw him leave. And then they came out and they walked back to Priscilia's house. And both girls arrived and Kaysera was not there. Priscilla saw both of them arrive. They both went into her house. And I don't think there was a discussion like, where is Kaysera, but Priscilla definitely knew that they had left with Isabella's boyfriend, Isabella, Kaysera's friend, and Kaysera. And Priscilla had her baby, so she would be expecting Isabella and everyone to come back with them. And Kaysera was staying at Priscilla's house. So this was the late hours of August 24th, likely early morning hours of August 25th. So I wanted to make this video, to show this neighborhood, just give a sense of what goes on here. You see, constant traffic. And eventually, days later, on August 29th, someone was passing by here and saw a body laying here in this yard. So the narrative from law enforcement, Bighorn County Sheriff's Department, and really everyone in the justice system, they cannot give us an explanation of how Kaysera got here, how she could have been out here from the 24th to the 29th and no one seeing her that entire time. You know, Kaysera was 5'6" in height. This fence here, it comes up to, you know, I'm 5'11", so this fence here comes up to like my mid chest. As tall as I am, I would have a difficult time getting over this fence. So Kaysera was a foot taller, and you know, and it's fenced all the way around. So whichever way she allegedly got in by herself, that would have been extremely hard for her to do. And also, these people were trying to scare them that night, warn them, you know, to get away from their house, because they were locking and unlocking their car doors, making noise. So it makes no sense that Kaysera would run into their yard when, you know, they obviously were trying to get them to go away. These people have not come out and talked to us the entire time we've been here. It would have been nice. The guy did come out on the 25th and he mowed his lawn. He picked up his apples that are falling there. I'm guessing he probably wanted to mow his lawn again sometime during the week, and to pick up his apples, because he seems to have a really well kept yard, but he has not been out here since. So I'm also wondering, you know, how often he comes out here. You know, once a week, several times a week, to clean his yard. When was the last time he did that? Last year, between the 24th and the 29th. Also, interestingly, I'll show one last thing here. From where this corner of the yard is, the house in the background where Kaysera was, there's several windows there that from that house. Sorry, my focus is not cooperating. There's several windows there where from that house you can see this spot. You know, with all of this foliage. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, I am going to stop this video.